And good afternoon. Welcome out here to Princeton for Class 1 District 15 baseball here on Albany TV. It is a matchup here between the 6th seed in Class 1 District 15 and the Stanberry Bulldogs and the number 3 seed, the Albany Warriors. As we take a look here tonight, we'd like to remind you that your pregame tonight here on Albany TV is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. As you can tell, it is going to be a windy one tonight here in Princeton. A 17-mile-an-hour wind will be coming about out of the south with the wind gusts up to about 26 miles an hour. And for all of those here not at the field, it will be blowing out straight to left center field, which could wreak havoc on some pitching ERAs, plus also some outfielders. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, along with Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the City of Albany, along with Williams Construction in Albany, Main Street Albany, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with Brett Williamson, who's going to be doing some play-by-play with me as well. And Brett, as we take a look at these two teams coming in here to district play, Albany, as the 3 seed, comes in with a record of 11-8. Stanberry comes in with a record of 1-15. These two teams played back on the 23rd of April in Stanberry. 17-4, Albany was able to come away with the victory in that game.
Yeah, Albany got out to a big lead in that game. I think it was 8-0 or something like that in the first inning. And then Stanberry kind of weathered the storm from there on out, from that point, in terms of the scoring slowed way down after that first inning. And we're going to see how they handle that tonight. They started Vincent Smithson in that game and then brought in Braden Dias, and then Dias was able to kind of slow down the scoring. Dias is getting the start today, so that should be interesting to see if Albany gets out to that same quick start here in this one or not. They did win their last 2 games of the season after having a bit of a losing streak there, and they're playing a Stanberry team tonight that, like you said, they're 1-15. This is their second year as a baseball program, and things haven't gone exactly well for them this season. But again, they're building a new program from scratch, a lot of growing pains. But again, you cannot take any game for granted, especially in the playoffs. We talked about it before the game. I mean, it could be easy to overlook Stanberry, but again, you can't get to the second round without beating Stanberry tonight. So if you're an Albany fan, you're certainly hoping that they're locked in on this game and not looking ahead to tomorrow.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw that a couple of years ago. It was your senior year, actually, in 2021, where you had Albany was kind of looked past by North Harrison, and that was in a semifinal game, but North Harrison kind of looked past them. Well, Albany was able to get the win in that one whenever they weren't throwing their best pitcher that night. Albany was able to get past and make it into the district championship game. You have to think Albany trying to, set their sights. Yes, we have beaten them before, but you have to get by Stanberry before you move on to take on Gilman City tomorrow.
Well, and I can't speak for all athletes, but I know that for myself, it was a lot easier to play at my best when I had a chip on my shoulder and had basically something to get angry at. And when a team has beaten you and kind of embarrassed you early in the season, I mean, it doesn't get any easier to get a chip on your shoulder than that right there. You're motivated to play harder. You at least want to try and make it hard on them. And if you know anything about Stanberry, they're not going to give up. They're not going to just lay down and hand it to Albany tonight. So that should be all the motivation Albany needs to come out. They should be going into this thinking Stanberry is going to be motivated to play a lot harder. We are not going to be able to just walk in this one and get handed a win.
Well, and as you also know, both teams also are a little bit of rivals, close proximity between the two. Neither the kids know each other. They hang out with each other on the weekends. They don't want to hear about it from their friends. Oh, well, remember we beat you and ended your season. You want to have that bragging rights over your friends here for the next, couple of months that we were able to beat you. So that's another thing where between these two schools, you want to beat each other.
Yeah, exactly. And Albany the past couple years has really been able to kind of get the better of Stanberry in a couple of different sports. So for sure, I mean, again, this goes back to that chip on the shoulder and the motivation thing. I mean, again, Stanberry has all the motivation they need. Albany should definitely be aware of that and use that to kind of lock in and focus on this upcoming game.
We'll be back with more Class 1 District 15 baseball action here from Princeton on Albany TV, a proud member of the Michigan Radio Network. When we come back in just a moment, all a part of your BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. And welcome back out again here to Class 1 District 15 baseball action here from Princeton as we get set for today's starting lineup. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
The Bulldogs of Stanberry. Starting shortstop, number 12, Brand Jensen. Third baseman, number 8, Sam Simbro. Second baseman, number 6, Vincent Smithson. On the bump tonight, number 5, Braden Dias. Your center fielder, number 4, Quinn Jensen. At first base, number 27, Luke Phipps. Your right fielder, number 10, Xander Heidi. In left field, number 17, Connor Keel. Behind the dish tonight, number 11, Lucian Zimmerman. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Warriors of Albany. Starting, your catcher, number 7, Dalton Worrell. At second base, number 1, Landon Hopkins. Your center fielder, number 8, Barrett Worrell. At first base, number 17, Jay Miller. Shortstop tonight, number 4, Jay Anthony. At third base, number 5, Carter Danner. Your left fielder, number 31, John Rigney. In right field, number 12, Ricardo Koff. And number 44, Caden Smith will be hitting for the pitcher, number 21, William Fish. Now for the playing of the national anthem, we have to rise, remove cover, and face the flag.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. And welcome back out again here to Class 1 District 15 boys baseball action tonight here in Princeton. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups again for the Bulldogs of Stanberry. Leading off will be Brant Jansen, followed by Sam Simbro and Vincent Smithson. Heart of the order will be Braden Dias, Quinn Jensen, and Luke Phipps. Rounding out the order will be Xander Heide, Connor Kehoe, and Lucian Simmerman. Take a look at the defense here for the Warriors. It'll be John Rigney in left field. Barrett Worrell in center. Ricardo Komp will get the start in right field. At the hot corner at third will be Carter Danner. Jay Anthony in the hole at short. Landon Hawkins at second base. Shane Miller will get the start at first. William Fish will start out on the mound. And behind the plate will be Dalton Worrell.
Well, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. Will Fish getting the start today on the mound. He's usually pretty good about staying in the strike zone, so that means that as a fielder, you got to be ready. There has been times where he's been pitching where guys have been able to get some hits off of him just because of how good he is at staying in the strike zone. So as a fielder, got to be ready to back your pitcher up.
Smith Prudential Financial first pitch is going to be low for ball one. Remember to start your future retirement on the right track by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Brant Jensen leads off here in the right-handed batter's box for the Bulldogs. And the 1-0 swung on a miss for strike one. Stanberry will wear their black and white striped uniforms. Warriors will wear their home whites with Warriors across the chest as the 1-1 comes home. Tip foul down the third base side for strike two. Count moves 1 ball, 2 strikes.
First hitter here for Fish gets ahead 1-2. It's a good sign for him early in the game.
So, Brett, being a Yankees fan, do you give more of a credence to the pinstripes?
I do like pinstripes on a baseball uniform. I will say that. I don't know if it's just simply because I'm a Yankees fan, but I just think it looks good.
The 1-2 pitch home is going to be swung on and missed. Strike 3. And a quick punch out here for William Fish to start out the ball game as it brings up Sam Simbro, the third baseman here for the Bulldogs. I will say, though, the yellow and black, a little bit more of a bumblebee type action for me.
Yeah, not quite the navy blue and white. I mean, nothing will top that, but you know.
Something like that. As the next one to Simbro is going to be low in the dirt inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch here from Fish to Simbro. He is going to be hit towards the shortstop, Jay Anthony. Fields it cleanly. Throw to first base. Low, dug out of the dirt by Shea Miller for out number 2.
Nice job there by Miller to dig that out there. It was a nice job by Anthony. He's had a little bit of trouble at third base with just fielding balls cleanly. Fielded that one cleanly, but a little bit of a low throw, but that's kind of part of fielding. You help each other out, you pick each other up, and that's what Miller did right there for Anthony.
Now to bring up Vincent Smithson, the senior second baseman, will dig in here to the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from the right-hander Fish is going to miss low for ball 1. Warriors have had their troubles defensively here the past couple of weeks. As the 1-0 comes in from Fish. Misses high this time for ball 2. And that's going to be a spot where Fish needs to not miss today. If he's going to miss, it needs to be on the low side of the zone with the wind blowing out to left center field. As the 2-0 pitch will miss low, this time inside for ball 3.
Yeah, I don't want to let hitters get that ball elevated today. Even if it doesn't leave the park, it could still really cause a problem for the fielders.
3 balls, no strikes here to Smithson with nobody on, 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. As the 3-0 from William Fish is going to just miss outside. It'll be the first walk issued here in the ballgame. As it'll bring up the opposing pitcher here, Braden Dias. Senior will hit here from the right side. And the first pitch is going to be tipped back foul for strike 1. With Fish on the mound, runners for opposing teams have been able to get good jumps and able to score some bases they probably wouldn't normally with Dalton Worrell behind the plate, but Fish a little bit more deliberate and a little slower to the plate than some other pitchers.
Yeah, he's also got to mix up the timing a little bit on the delivery. Can't come set, look over, and throw every single time.
This one will miss low for ball 1. Count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just wait a little bit. Just mix up that timing a little bit to where the runners can't get your timing down.
The 1-1 misses low again for ball 2.
So he's been pretty consistent with his timing right now. If I was Stanberry, I'd think about sending him. I mean, you've had a rough season. You're going to need stuff to break your way. Be a little aggressive here.
2-1 swung on a miss. Count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Top half the first inning, still scoreless here in this Class 1 District 15 matchup. As the pitch home from Fish on the inside is going to be tipped back foul. As it bounces off the netting here on the backstop. Really, the catcher and umpire have to be alert and ready to catch it off the netting. As the count remains, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fish again will look over to Smithson at first. And now the 2-2 home. He is going to miss low. Strike 3. Dias goes down looking as the Warriors keep it scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Prom night, wedding bells, the moments you'll remember forever start with the perfect look. This prom and wedding season make it easy with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From sharp, stylish tuxedo rentals that fit just right to beautiful corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your colors perfectly, Briar Patch has everything you need to complete your special day. Local service, personal attention, picture-perfect details. Stop by Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany and get ready to look your best when it matters most.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Class 1 District 15 baseball here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misher Radio Network. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup here for the Warriors. Top third of the order will be Dalton Worrell, Landon Hawkins, and Barrett Worrell. Heart of the order will see Shea Miller, Jay Anthony, and Carter Danner. Bottom third will be John Rigney, Ricardo Kampf, and Caden Smith. Starting defense today here for the Bulldogs, it'll be Connor Keogh in left, Quinn Jensen in center, and Xander Heide in right. Sam Simbrell will get the start today at third base with Brant Jansen getting the start in the hole at short. Vincent Smithson at second base. Luke Phipps will get the start at first. And on the mound here for the Bulldogs will be the senior Braden Dias, and behind the plate will be the catcher, Lucian Zimmerman.
Well, it was a pretty quick inning there in the top of the first here for Albany. Now their first time batting, and we talked about this in the pregame as well. Last time they played Stanberry, they were able to get out pretty quick. I think it was at 8-0 or 7-0 maybe after the first inning. So we'll see here if we're in for a repeat performance.
Just going to go back and check on that. I believe it was 8-0. 10-1 after the end of the first.
10-1.
Warriors
right.
sent.
Stanberry did get a run across. Yeah.
Warriors sent 15 batters to the plate in that first inning.
Yeah, and I think 6 or 7 of those were before an out even got recorded. So.
So leading off here for the Warriors will be the left-handed hitting senior catcher Dalton Worrell, as he'll go up against the senior right-hander Braden Dias. Dias will look in. First pitch to Worrell is going to miss upstairs for ball one. That was a part of this streak where Dalton was, I believe, got on base safely in 15 straight at-bats. So he went 5 for 5 that day as the 1-0 is going to bounce low for ball two. Going back to that game, Dias pitched 3 innings. He gave up 7 runs, 5 earned off of 8 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter in that game. As the 2-0 home to Dalton Worrell. Misses outside for strike one as it swung on and missed. A lot of room down that left field side. Also a lot of room in left center field where the wind is blowing out. Again, Dalton will hit to the opposite field if given the opportunity, as this one's going to be on the inside corner looked at for strike two. Worrell, one of those good hitters that he'll take the pitch wherever it's thrown and send it to whichever field it needs to go, as the 2-2 is going to be tipped foul to stay alive.
Yeah, and he's tough to strike out there. There you saw a foul tip, staying alive here with 2 strikes. Doesn't strike out a lot.
Dias looks in. Now he'll bring home the 2-2 to Worrell. Bounces in the dirt for ball 3 as the count moves full.
Dalton's done exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches here. First at bat of the game.
Now the full pitch home from Dias to Dalton Worrell. It's going to be hit hard down the right field side, and it is going to drop and take a hard bounce over the right fielder. Heide gets over his head to the fence. Worrell making his way around second base. He's going to be in at third, and he's going to wait on the throw as it's picked up there by the shortstop Jensen. And Dalton Worrell with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. Got a pitch on the inside part of the plate. Took it right back where it came from, like you were talking about earlier. And then, yeah, nasty hop there on the grass. You really don't see hops like that.
We saw it a little bit during warm-ups today for both teams. Without the amount of rain that we've had in the past couple weeks, that outfield is hard, and it's going to take some bounces over your head. We saw it happen to Barrett Worrell during warm-ups as the first pitch to Landon Hawkins is going to be low. Ball gets away. Worrell going to try and score. He is going to slide in safely. Warriors take a 1-0 lead.
Great job by the Warriors. Once again, getting a run across before an out even occurs, and they've got a quick 1-0 lead here.
So Landon Hawkins up to bat. On a 1-0 count here. Start the ball game. Hawkins was one of the few against the Bulldogs in that game a couple weeks ago that did not secure a hit. Has that one low in the dirt for ball 2. That was kind of during one of his little hitting slumps that he's gone through this season.
Yeah, he's struggled from the plate, but really in every other area he's done a nice job. He had one game in there where he kind of struggled a little bit in the field too, but for the most part he's been really good on the defensive side of things.
The 2-0 pitch misses upstairs, ball 3. And really I'd say over the last week or so his bat has started to get warm again, which is about the right time for you want your bat to start coming on as you enter district play. As the 3-0 pitch. Looked at for strike 1 as he had the red light all the way on 3-0. So now a 3-1 count to Hawkins. And the pitch now home from Dias is going to miss outside. Hawkins will walk. And it'll bring up Barrett Worrell to bat.
2 walks to open the game. Not a great sign here for Dias, who again did a decent enough job taking over in the first game, but 2 walks to open up the game today.
1 walk. He gave up a triple to start.
That's right. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting.
That'll bring up Barrett Worrell to bat. Again, the outfielders will shade him to pull to right field. Hawkins will take off with the first pitch as it's on the outside corner. Nobody really covering as Hawkins able to take second. Jensen kind of got a late jump there to cover. And Hawkins in safely without a throw. So the 0-1 pitch here from Dias to Barrett Worrell. Misses outside. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is going to be hit to left center field. It's going to drop and again takes a nasty bounce, this time over Connor Kehoe's head and left. Hawkins is going to score. Barrett on his horse. He's going to go to third. He is going to be stopped there. And it's an RBI triple now for Barrett Worrell.
Once again, a nasty hop there in the outfield, so that's going to be something else that the outfield's got to take note of and make an adjustment there. But nice job there by Barrett. A nice hit, and even though it was hit to the left field side, he was thinking triple all the way, and he was hustling around, so nice job by him.
That'll bring up now Shea Miller to bat. The senior first baseman digs in. First pitch misses outside, gets away from the catcher Zimmerman. Barrett is going to come around. It's going to score as he takes the ball off the helmet as he does not slide in, and Warriors take a 3-0 lead here in the first inning without giving up an out yet. So the 1-0 pitch to Miller. Misses upstairs, ball 2.
Dias having a really hard time here finding the zone here early in the game.
He's given up 2 triples and a walk so far. As the 2-0 home. Misses outside, count now moves 3 balls, no strikes.
Now it's his third three ball count. And Shea's the fourth batter of the game.
To Miller is going to be right at the letters looked at for strike 1. Count now moves 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 pitch. Misses, and Miller will walk as it'll bring up Jay Anthony. And if you believe in patterns, a triple for Jay Anthony upcoming. Diaz will check Miller at first. Now brings home the pitch to Anthony. This one going to be hit hard to left center field. Kehoe drifting back, goes over his head, and it's going to hit off the fence. Miller on his horse. He's going to make his way into third as it's a stand-up double for Jay Anthony. So Miller had to kind of wait and see if Kehoe was going to bring that one down in left field. So it ends up a double for Anthony as it'll bring up now Carter Danner. Still nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Warriors up 3-0 with runners on third and second. First pitch to Danner. Bounces in the dirt, bounces away, but Miller will stay at third as the count moves 1-0.
Yeah, not quite a triple there from Anthony, but again, it's been a walk and then a base hit to the outfield, alternating so far here in this game. So we'll see what Danner is able to do.
A 1-0 pitch to Danner. Misses upstairs for ball 2 as the count moves 2 balls, no strikes. Just going to throw it out there. I'm going to say more than likely gets hit in this at bat. Danner, more than often than not, gets hit at least an average of once a game. As the 2-0, throw over to third. Miller back in safely.
Credit to the Warrior hitters here early in the game. Diaz has really been struggling to find the zone, and that can make it really hard to hit sometimes.
2-0 pitch will clip the outside corner for strike 1. Count moves 2 balls, 1 strike.
Because you get to a certain point where you're almost expecting it to be a ball, but they've done a nice job. When they've got strikes, they've been able to get a good piece of them.
2-1 pitch. Misses high and outside, ball 3.
Another 3-ball count here. That would be the 4th in 5 batters.
As the pitch. Misses just upstairs. Danner will walk to load the bases. And it'll bring up the senior left fielder, John Rigney, to bat. So Rigney will bat with bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Pitch home from Dias. Is going to be hit over the third baseman. Simbro's head into left. Miller will score. Anthony going to get the turn around third. It's a 2 RBI single for John Rigney.
Nice job by Rigney. Stepped into the box, ready to hit. Was a little bit out in front of it and pulled that pitch on the outside of the plate. But, hey, he'll take it. 2 RBIs for the left fielder.
5-0 Warriors lead. Danner moved up to second on the play. Rigney at first. That'll bring up the foreign exchange student, Ricardo Kampf. First pitch home from Dias. It's going to be a chopper down the third base side, and it's going to just roll foul for strike 1.
Well, we'll never know now. I was curious to see if they would pick that up because Kopp can get down the line, so that would have been a pretty tough play to make.
Yes.
Smart thing there just to let that one go foul.
Dias will look in. Now we'll check Danner at second, not being held on as the 0-1 pitch comes. This one going to be hit out towards second. Smith's unable to pick it up, throw to second. They'll get one, but not the throw to first, as they'll get the lead runner, Rigney, on the fielder's choice. So runners on the corners with 1 out now here for the Warriors. They lead 5-0 as it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, designated hitter Caden Smith to bat.
That was a good sign for the Warriors. First inning, they batted through once, and still more to come.
Kampf will take off for second. Throw down is going to be picked off by Smith, and now throw home. Danner able to slide in safely. Kampf kind of saw late And he's going to stay at second. But the Warriors now take a 6-0 lead here, as it's an 0-1 count here to Smith.
Yeah, Koff did have a moment to go there, but it had to be right away. Once he got a late jump there, he did the smart thing to. And I think he was going to stay, but he kind of heard the dugout telling him to go. And
well, I mean, that's something as a player that's played for a few years, that is something you would read and figure out. But being his first year playing, that's not something you usually can read right away. So 0-1 count here to Smith with 1 out. Runner on second base. Koff will take off for third, throw down to third, and Koff is going to be out trying to steal third base for out number 2 as the count moves 0-2 here to Smith. So an 0-2 count, nobody on now, 2 outs. Warriors still ahead, 6-0 here in the bottom of the first. And Dias trying to get out of this inning without taking on a batter more than once in the inning. This one behind Smith for ball 1. As the 1-2 comes home. Misses outside. Count evens up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 misses outside, ball 3. As Dias threatening to walk his 4th batter this inning. The 3-2 home to Smith. Swung on a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the first inning. As Albany takes a 6-0 lead. We'll be back with the top half of the second and Brett Williams when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV in Class 1 District 15 Baseball. Here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misher Radio Network.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Back here in Princeton for the district game here between Albany and Stanberry. Albany put a 6 spot on the board in the first inning. They lead 6-0. Stanberry will send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters up here in this inning. Quinn Jensen, Luke Phipps, and Xander Heidi. Stanberry really needing something going here after once again they find themselves in a deep hole second time in the second inning.
And it'll be big here for William Fish. I mean, he's had a long time there during that half inning, and especially with him not hitting today, really having to come out with that energy after sitting while his teammates put up 6 runs in support for him.
So Jensen steps in the box. First pitch to him in there for strike 1. Fish had 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking in the first inning. Swung on and missed, strike 2. We always say Fish isn't much of a strikeout pitcher. He's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, which isn't bad. A lot of good pitchers are pitch-to-contact guys, but 2 strikeouts here early in the game for William Fish. This one's hit back to the pitcher, Fish. He'll field it on a hop and throw over to first base. Nice play by William Fish to get out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good play because if he didn't pick that up, it was going to take a nasty bounce, and it could have gone either straight or to the side there for the shortstop, Jay Anthony. It was going to be a tough play for him, but Fish got off the mound quickly to his right, picked it up, turned, made a good throw over to first for out number 1.
That'll bring up Luke Phipps here to bat. Nobody on, 1 out here in top of the second. First pitch to him, in there, strike 1. Fish doing a great job getting ahead of hitters in this one.
We talked about how well he was going to come out to start out this half inning after sitting for that half inning.
And this is weakly grounded to short. Jay Anthony will charge in on it, scoop it up, throw over to first base in time, out number 2.
And I would say so far, he's shown that he's done very well sitting there for that half inning.
Yeah, he's really, I mean, you can kind of tell he's got some confidence, and it helps when your team puts up 6 in the first inning. You can kind of pitch a lot looser, and you could tell he's not really thinking about it too much out there. He's just pitching, and he's doing a nice job here through 1 2/3 innings. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1.
6 straight strikes here to start out the inning, including 2 ground outs here for Fish.
And Xander Heide at the plate right now for the Bulldogs. This is going to be popped up into center field. Center fielder Barrett Worrell charging back on it, up against the wall, and he will make the catch. Couple feet up in front of the wall, and a lazy pop fly by Xander Heide. So the Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christy's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
They are really the ones who are on the ground and know what their students need better than anyone else.
They protect the fairness and rules of high school sports.
They're here to look out for us. They're here to look out for what we love to do.
Back here in Princeton, it's a 6-0 lead here for the Warriors as they come back up to bat here in the second inning. It'll be the 1-2-3 hitters due up once again here. Dalton Worrell, Landon Hawkins, and Barrett Worrell. Dalton Worrell will get things started here for the Warriors in the second inning, as he did in the first inning. He led off the game with a triple and then scored after a wild pitch.
And the one thing you always say for an offense is when you put up a lot of runs one inning, you want to hurry up and get back in the dugout and get those bats going again. They had a quick 1-2-3 inning from William Fish there in the top half of the second. Warriors again will start back in the batter's box here with the leadoff man, Dalton Worrell, to start out the second.
So Dalton will step into the box here, and we are ready to go here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to him, swung on and missed, strike 1. Looked like Dice got the chase there a little bit.
Yeah, went a little bit outside and kind of dipping away from the batter, down and low.
0-1 to Dalton. 0-1 to Dalton. This will be weakly flied into shallow right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Quinn Jensen will pick it up and throw it back into second base for a leadoff triple there for Dalton Worrell.
Yeah, that's one of those times where he kind of pulled the outside pitch and just kind of got a little blooper, kind of held up there by the wind, but able to drop between the second baseman Smithson and the center fielder Jensen.
Yeah, you don't really see that a lot from Dalton, but he was way out in front of that one. Pulled that one to right center, and that'll bring up Landon Hawkins to bat.
Dalton takes a dangerous lead at first and just about got picked off as he was making his move towards second base as Dias was throwing over to first, and Worrell just back in safely.
Yeah, he's, as always, taking an aggressive lead. We'll see here if he's going with the pitch. And he is. Pitch to Hawkins, taken for a strike and no throw down to second base.
So that has been the one thing for Worrell this year. He has been picked off a few times, taking those dangerous leads.
So 0-1 count here to Hawkins, now with Worrell standing on second base.
Nobody holding him.
Outside, ball one.
And with nobody holding him at second, I wouldn't be surprised to see him taking third here on this next pitch.
To Hawkins. Upstairs, ball two. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Hawkins. He walked and later scored in the first inning. A lot of guys came across to score. 6.
The top, well, pretty much the top 6 batters.
Swung on a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count now to Landon Hawkins.
It was the top 6 batters.
Yeah. So 2-2 pitch now for Hawkins. Worrell with a big lead off second base. Swung on, and it's going to be fouled off in play, but first baseman Luke Phipps not going to be able to get over to it in time.
Yeah, Phipps didn't get quite the best read on that one. Wasn't able to get over there in time as that one drops, and that'll keep the at-bat alive here for Hawkins.
Hawkins will come back, step back into the box after making it about halfway to first. Count still 2-2. Vincent Smithson kind of looking at Worrell. They're going to throw over, but the throw is kind of on the first base side, so no chance at an out there.
And really a great play there by the second baseman Smithson, keeping that one in the infield and not getting to the outfield, because if not, Worrell was going to get up and quickly take third base.
Another 2-2 count here for Hawkins. Couple looks over at Worrell on second, and then the pitch is high, ball 3.
You could tell Worrell's really kind of taking the attention away from Dias here.
So full count pitch upcoming for Hawkins. Pitch is high, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Landon Hawkins.
4th walk of the game given up here by Dias.
That'll bring up Barrett Worrell, the center fielder. He also tripled in the first inning and got an RBI, and we're going to have a Pettyjohn Auto Center visit to the mound. During this visit to the mound, check out Pettyjohn Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Looks like we'll also have an Albany Hy-Vee pitching change. This pitching change on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Healthcare works best when it feels simple, supportive, and close to home. That's why Mosaic Medical Center Albany is all in on making it easy to access the care you need. We're now offering one-call scheduling for all our primary care clinics in Albany, Grant City, New Hampton, and Stanberry, including radiology appointments. One call connects you to one team focused on connecting you to expert care without the hassle. Call 660-726-1295 to schedule an appointment today.
Back here in Princeton here for as we resume this game. New pitcher on the mound will be Brant Jensen. He'll move in from shortstop. Braden Dice moves out to center field. Quinn Jensen moves from center to shortstop. So that's the new alignment here for the Bulldogs. Final line for Braden Dice. He is responsible for the runner on first base, so his line could update. But right now, he goes 1 inning plus, gives up 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned, gives up 4 walks and 1 strikeout. But again, he is responsible for the runner on first base. And that'll bring up Barrett Worrell to bat. That's here with runners on second and first. Nobody out in a 6-0 ball game.
Again, outfielders will shade Barrett to pull to right field. Big rooms in both center, or right and left center field.
First pitch is check swung, but it's in there anyway for strike 1.
But a lot of room down the left field line, left center, and right center.
Throw over to second base, and again, Dalton slides in safely. The throw might have been there in time, but shortstop
Quinn
Jensen couldn't haul it in anyway.
Yeah, it just kind of dropped out of his glove. It was going to be a really close play at second, but Quinn unable to hold on to it there at short.
Actually, Quinn Jensen at second. That's Vincent Smithson at short.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yep. So this is going to be lined into left field. Dalton Worrell gets the go-ahead at third. He's rounding, and he will be in safely without a throw. The Warriors now lead 7-0 off the RBI single from Barrett Worrell.
Hawkins had to stay there at second base, but Warriors now up to a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
And that'll bring up Shea Miller to bat. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, got Miller chasing a little
Healthcare
bit
works
there
best when
low,
it feels simple.
but
Oh, 1 to Miller. Inside, ball 1. A little bit of some movement on that one, but just couldn't quite get enough for it to fall into the zone.
yeah, breaking ball about froze Miller there on the inside part of the plate.
Also walked in the first inning. That's low, ball 2. Hawkins took a step to third, but nice job.
Yeah, Hawkins
by the catcher Simmerman to keep that one in front of him.
Hawkins taking a big secondary lead out at second base. Not a very large lead, but a good secondary lead.
2-1 now to Miller. Outside ball 3. Once again, that secondary lead kind of gets Simmerman to kind of come out of the crouch, but not going to third.
I think if Hawkins took about another step or 2 off second base on his lead, he'd have a really good jump for an opportunity to steal third here.
3-1 to Miller. Going to be hit in the air, deep center field. Center fielder moving to his left, and he'll get under it for the catch, but that's deep enough that Hawkins will be able to tag up to third base without a throw. Barrett Worrell stays on first.
Yeah, Dias able, getting his first action out in the outfield, able to roam to his left a little bit. Hawkins, though, able to tag up, and now Warriors have runners at the corners with just 1 out.
And that'll bring up Jay Anthony to bat. Doubled in his first plate appearance. Barrett takes off for second base, and he will be in there without a throw as that pitch was low for ball 1.
Yeah, with runners on the corners, Stanberry's already tried to throw down to second once. Warriors were able to score a run off of that. Elected not to try and do the same thing here.
Throw to second, and they got Barrett Worrell picked off, and that's out number 2.
So Warriors have had somebody thrown out and picked off here in the first 2 innings.
As I say, they had 2 guys out on the base paths in the first inning as well, and everyone should know by now that I do love an aggressive base running team, but you don't want to cause any outs. That curveball does get in there for strike 1.
Yeah, just cut across the inside corner of the plate.
Especially when you have like 3 or 4 in 2 innings. Might want to just ease up a little bit. 1-1 count now to Jay. Swung on a miss, strike 2. 1-2 count now. Warriors lead 7-0 here. Runner on third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
All 7 of those runs accredited to Dias, as well as the runner at third base, if he's able to come around to score.
This is going to be chopped to the shortstop, and he has a little bit of trouble with it. Smithson couldn't field it cleanly, so that will allow Hawkins to score off the E6. Chopper there, and Smithson just couldn't quite haul it in.
So the final line now for Dias, an inning plus, 8 runs, 7 earned, 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. As the Warriors lead 8-0 here in the bottom of the second inning.
That'll bring Carter Dana to bat. He walked and scored in the first inning. Throw over to first. Anthony gets back in time.
2 outs already here in the inning. Miller on the fly out to center, and Barrett picked off at second.
Pitching to Danner. Going to be fouled off on the third base side. 0-1 count now to him. So he'll come back into the box. One pitch to Danner. Just misses the zone. Ball 1, another curveball there. Just couldn't quite get enough break on it to bend back into the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Danner. Yeah, Anthony still on first.
That one a close one there for Danner. That one looked closer than some of the others. I think he might have just gotten a gift on that one.
1-1 to Anthony. Sorry, Danner is going to be looked at. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Danner. Anthony, nice lead off first. And he's going with the pitch. He's going to be popped up into shallow center field. Center fielder and shortstop kind of moving in on it. They can't get it. Anthony trying to stretch that to third, and he'll slide in safely as the throw gets by the third baseman, but he will stay on third. Danner advances to second on the throw.
Ball gets away. Anthony able to score. Danner will move to third as that one left the playing surface, and Warriors will take a 9-0 lead.
Did not see that one got out. Yeah, nice job by Anthony. Thought for a moment he might get thrown out there, but his aggressiveness causes an error and he's able to score. And now Danner finds himself on third after getting a nice double there. And that'll bring up John Rigney to bat. Got an RBI single in the first inning. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Oh, 1 to Rigney. Way out in front, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now for John Rigney.
And Jensen has thrown quite a few off-speed pitches and had the Warriors out in front a lot here so far since coming in for the Bulldogs.
0-2 to Rigney. Swung on a miss, strike 3. So the Warriors, I was dropped third strike, but they throw over to first base in time, but not before the Warriors get 3 more across. They now lead 9-0, and we head to the top of the third here in a moment on Albany TV.
Healthcare works best when it feels simple, supportive, and close to home. That's why Mosaic Medical Center Albany is all in on making it easy to access the care you need. We're now offering one-call scheduling for all our primary care clinics in Albany, Grant City, New Hampton, and Stanberry, including radiology appointments. One call connects you to one team focused on connecting you to expert care without the hassle. Call 660-726-1295 to schedule an appointment today. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
Attention all former athletes and sports fans. It's time to get back in the game. Become an official. It's a great part-time income and you get back in the game. Start today by finding out how. Contact the MSHSAA office by calling 573-875-4880 or visiting MSHSAA.org.
And welcome back out again, Class 1, District 15 baseball action here in Princeton between the number 6 seed Stanberry Bulldogs and the number 3 seed Albany Warriors. Start the top half the third inning, Warriors ahead 9-0. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for the Bulldogs. Connor Kehoe, Lucian Zimmerman, and Brant Jensen. First pitch here to Kehoe from William Fish is going to be hit towards short. Jay Anthony backhands it, stops it, drops, throw over to first base in time for out number 1.
A little bit of trouble there for Anthony again, just fielding that one cleanly, but nice job to stay with it and get the out at first.
It's kind of backhand that one to his right, was able to knock it down, able to pick it up quickly enough and make a strong throw to first and able to get Kehoe, as it'll bring up the Bulldog catcher Lucian Zimmerman. First pitch from Fish. He's going to miss outside for ball 1. First ball he's thrown since the last batter he faced in the first inning in Dias, which seems like it's been about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This one hit hard again. Backhand by Anthony. Throw over to first. Going to take a bounce. Miller picks it up.
Wow.
And in time, and a heck of a play by the junior shortstop, Jay Anthony, again going to his backhand.
Yeah, really nice play there by Jay. And he hasn't played a ton of shortstop, but plays like that's impressive. Takes a lot of arm strength. Of course, you got to field it cleanly. So really nice play there by Jay.
Back to the top of the order, and Brant Jansen, he struck out swinging his first plate appearance. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Now the 0-1 from Fish. Swung on and missed, strike 2, as Fish has gotten Jensen a swing at 2 low ones. As the 0-2 now comes home from William Fish. This one is going to be hit in play, but foul down the third base side as the count will remain. No balls, 2 strikes. So nobody on, 2 outs. The 0-2 home from William Fish to Brant Jensen. Popped up third base side, and it is going to hit off the netting and be foul. Carter Danner looked like he might have had an opportunity, but once it hit the netting, it becomes automatically a dead ball.
Jensen staying alive here, trying to get Stanberry's first base hit of the ball game.
0-2 this time couldn't get Jensen chasing as that one bounced a little low in front of the plate. Count moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fish looks in now. Will bring home the 1-2 to Jensen. Again, low and inside. Count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fish has still yet to give up a hit on the day. He's walked 1. As this one low for ball 3. As Jensen works down from an 0-2 count to work it back full. Three-two swung on and missed. Strike 3. Third punch out of the day for Fish, and the second time that he's put down the Bulldogs in order. 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning with the Warriors leading 9-0 when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
There's something special happening in downtown Albany. Our small town charm, our local businesses, and our historic Main Street are the heart of our community. And now we're investing in the future. From restoring storefronts to supporting entrepreneurs to creating new places for families and visitors to gather, Main Street Albany is leading the revitalization of our downtown. When you shop local, volunteer, or support Main Street projects, you're helping build a stronger, brighter Albany for generations to come. Join us as we keep moving forward. Main Street Albany, investing in our community, restoring our history, and building our future. Ready to build, remodel, or repair?
Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Want a closer look at how high school activities are run in Missouri? The MSHSAA All Access podcast gives you a behind-the-scenes pass into the decisions, stories, and people shaping school activities. From eligibility and rule changes to event plannings, postseason insights, it's everything MSHSAA, straight from the source. Whether you're a coach, educator, student, or fan, tune in and stay informed. Search the MSHSAA All Access podcast on your favorite podcast platform today.
Welcome back out, Class 1 District 15 baseball here in Princeton. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for the Warriors here in the bottom of the third. They lead 9-0. It'll be Ricardo Comp, Caden Smith, Dalton Worrell. First pitch to Comp is going to be popped up and foul out of play for strike one. Comp hit into a fielder's choice on a grounder to second base, his first plate appearance of the day. The 0-1 home from Jensen to Kampf. Again, going to be tipped back out of play, foul for strike two. Kampf has been just under the last two. And this time he's going to go drop third strike. Kampf with some speed running to first and able to keep his foot on the bag that time as Phipps at first, as it will be a strikeout throw out there for out number one to start out the third inning as it brings up the number 9 hitter, Caden Smith, to bat.
Yeah, check swing there by Ricardo, but just couldn't quite hold up. Definitely win on that one.
Smith struck out swinging to end the first. And this time a little bit of excuse me swing inside. Is going to go around for strike one. Seen a lot of his teammates see one that kind of cuts back across the plate. That one never did. As the 0-1 pitch to Smith, swung on a miss for strike two. 0-2 count here to Smith with nobody on and one out in the top half of the third. As the pitch home from Jensen is going to come in and hit Smith as he'll take his base. First hit batter of the day.
Hit him on the wrist, it looked like, but luckily wasn't a super hard fastball or anything. That would have really hurt, but it looks like he's all good to go.
And it'll bring up Dalton Worrell, 2 for 2 on the day with a triple, a single, 2 runs scored. Throw over to first base, Smith in safely. Smith not somebody that's going to look to try and steal.
Yeah.
Didn't take that large of a lead off of first either. As the pitch to Worrell is going to be low, gets away. Smith is going to take off for second base and is in safely without a throw off the pass ball.
You know, it is a good job there by Smith. He took an aggressive secondary lead and got a good jump once he saw it got by the catcher. He just went to second base and didn't hesitate or anything. So nice job by him to take advantage of that pass ball.
Now the 1-0 pitch here to the left-handed hitting Dalton Worrell. It's going to be hit out to left field, and it is going to drop in front of Kehoe. Smith going to be waved around third, and it is an RBI double here by Dalton Worrell.
Worrell's having himself a day. He's got 3 legs of the cycle.
Just a home run shy here in the third inning as it brings up Landon Hawkins. No official at bat for Landon as he's been walked twice, scored twice. As the Warriors up now to a 10-0 lead. This one going to be a grounder to third. Picked up here by Simbro. Throw to first in time. Dalton will move up to third on the throw. But now with 2 outs, it'll bring up Barrett Worrell, who's also 2 for 2 on the day with a triple, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Opportunity to make this an 11-0 ball game here with a base hit. Dalton has also scored on a passed ball, so another thing for the Bulldogs to watch out for, as Dalton will take an aggressive secondary lead. As the first pitch home to Barrett is going to be hit right towards the second baseman. Quinn Jensen spins throw to first base in time for out number 3, but not before the Warriors can pick up another run. They lead 10-0 as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Brett will have the action for you again in a moment here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misher Radio Network.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Back here in Princeton for Class 1 District 15 action. It's the Warriors leading 10-0 here over Stanberry. William Fish back on the mound. He's retired the last 7 Bulldogs to come to the plate, looking to continue that streak here as the 2, 3, and 4 hitters are due up for the Bulldogs. Sam Simbro, Vincent Smithson, and Braden Dias. Simbro will step in first. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. (1-0) from Fish in the dirt, ball 2. Simbro grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. (2-0) to him. Swung on a miss, strike 1. So 2-1 now for Simbro, third baseman. Trying to spark his team's offense here in the 4th inning as that one's upstairs, ball 3.
So Fish has only given up 1 walk so far in the day, but threatening a second here with the 3-1 count.
He's been sharp. That 1 walk is the only base runner. That one's in there, strike 2. Another full count. Last batter, Brant Jensen, worked a full count, and Fish was able to strike him out. We'll see here what he does with Simbro. And he will walk him, that ball in the dirt. So a leadoff walk here for the Bulldogs.
Just the second base runner here on the day for the Bulldogs, and first since back in the first inning.
And it was to this guy who's about to step into the box next, this shortstop, Vincent Smithson. Started the game at second, but with the pitching change, moved over to short. bats here with a runner on first. Nobody out. Squares around to bunt, gets it down. It's right back to Fish. He'll scoop it up, throw over to first base in time, but Simbro's able to advance to second base.
Yeah, no real option to throw to second base, so took the sure out at first. As catcher Dalton Worrell told him where to throw it. Smart play, and they get the easy out at first, even though Simbro moves up to second base.
That'll bring up Braden Dias to bat. So for 1 on the day, struck out looking in the first inning. Bats here with the runner on second. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Runner on second and 1 out here in the inning.
Dias started out the ball game on the bump for the Bulldogs. Lasted 1+ innings.
Now he's in center. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Currently sitting as the losing pitcher of record.
And there's strike 2.
I've never noticed it, but with the perfect wind today, not saying he has the velocity, not saying he quite has the frame, but the hair kind of blowing. A little bit of Randy Johnson-esque from the Mariners. Got the flowing curls there, blowing in the wind. So Birds, watch out.
1-2 is going to be lined into right center field. That one's going to get down, and Worrell will scoop it up. Crow hop, throw into home is not going to be in time. Worrell will come up to get it, throw over to first base, and Dias slides in safely. Throw is not in time, and that's going to be an RBI single for Braden Dias.
Yeah, RBI single there for Dias, moves up to second on the throw home. And the Bulldogs get their first run of the ball game here in the 4th inning, and the first real chink in the armor against William Fish and the Warrior defense.
And that'll bring up Quinn Jensen to bat.
They're going to call a balk here, and Dias will take third.
I was looking down. I didn't see what Fish did, but that's going to put Dias on third base now for Jensen.
Now Bulldogs really threatening here for their second run of the game.
That one's going to be fouled off back behind home plate, straight into the netting. Jensen is 0 for 1 on the day. He was the one who chopped that high bouncer kind of right to shortstop, but then Fish was able to kind of come off the mound and jump up and field it and throw over to first for the out. That one catches the plate. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Jensen. 0-2 to Jensen will be again chopped, and again Fish will come off the mound, field it, throw over to first. Throw brings Miller off the mound. Tried to tag him, but didn't. But he missed the tag. That will be an RBI for Quinn Jensen. And Jensen's going to go to second base. No one's on second, and he'll be in safely.
So nobody covering, and we're going to have a visit to the mound here by the Warriors.
During this visit to the mound, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. And I think this is a checkup from the neck up here for the Warriors after allowing Jensen to slide in safely.
We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Prom night, wedding bells, the moments you'll remember forever start with the perfect look. This prom and wedding season, make it easy with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From sharp, stylish tuxedo rentals that fit just right to beautiful corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your colors perfectly, Briar Patch has everything you need to complete your special day. Local service, personal attention, picture-perfect details. Stop by Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany and get ready to look your best when it matters most.
Back here in Princeton, Class 1 District 15 action. It's 10-2 now. And this is going to be lined into shallow left field. It's going to get down. Jensen went back to second base, and now he's heading for third. Throw gets by the third baseman, Danner. A little bit of a low throw. Jensen will stay at third. And that was Luke Phipps who got the single. And it again leaves play. Jensen will score. Phipps to second. So that's a single for Phipps, but he will now be on second base as Xander Heidi comes to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to center in his first plate appearance.
Warriors have given up 3 runs so far here in this inning.
That one's low, ball 1. Talked about in the pregame. Stanberry's not going to hand this to Albany. They're still battling. They were down 10-0, and they've now played it 3. Still just 1 out. This is going to be fouled back into the netting. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Is that a walk? 2 hits and an error have allowed the Bulldogs back into this with another run sitting on second base. Still just 1 out here in the inning.
1-1 from Fish. Fouled off again into the netting. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So since I've made that comment, I'm going to retract my Randy Johnson comment, because ever since then he has been knocked around. It's more like San Francisco Giants Randy Johnson.
1-2 from Fish. Low, ball 2. Two now. 2-2 from Fish. Swung on and popped up into shallow right field. Hawkins moving back on it, makes the catch in the grass for out number 2.
And that's a dangerous play with the wind blowing out today. Hawkins really never turned around and ran behind it, just kind of kept backpedaling. And when you're getting to the edge of that grass, it's not very hard to miss that step and kind of fall backwards, but it's still able to make that play.
I'll bring up Connor Keogh to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Low, ball 1. Yeah, neither one of the outfielders, and of course that would be more so the right fielder, who is Koff and just didn't quite get a great read on it. So if Hawkins didn't make that play, no one was, so it's good to see him make the catch. Upstairs, ball 2. So it's a 2-0 count now to Keogh. Runner on second, 2 outs. Warriors leading 10-3 in the top of the 4th. Swung on and fouled off on the first base side. 2 balls, 1 strikes now. For this inning, Fish had retired 7 in a row, walked the first hitter of the game, and a sac bunt by Smithson, and been a little bit of a nice run here in the inning for the Bulldogs. In there, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two from Fish. It's going to come in and hit Keogh. He'll go to first.
And that'll keep this inning alive here for the Bulldogs.
That'll bring up Lucian Simmerman. He is 0 for 1 on the day. A lot of guys were 0 for 1, but now adding to their stat lines here in this inning. This is the 8th batter of the inning that the Bulldogs have sent to the plate. 0-1 to Simmerman. Or sorry, first pitch to Simmerman. It was gonna get through to right field, but it hit Keogh.
And that should be an out. If it hits Keogh, he's out.
He's out. Home plate has it.
Yeah, I say if that hits the base runner, he's out. So that's going to do it for the inning.
But not before the Bulldogs plate 3. They now trail 10-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th in a moment on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Class 1 District 15 action here from Princeton. Warriors leading 10-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Shea Miller, Jay Anthony, and Carter Danner due up here in the bottom of the 4th. So just to recap that 4th inning, it was a bit of a run that the Bulldogs were going on, and it looked like it was going to continue. It looked like that Lucian Zimmerman was going to have a single, but it hit Connor Keogh, and runner's interference was called, and that ended the inning as that was the 3rd out. So good inning for the Bulldogs to fight back and kind of make this a little bit closer. Tough way to end it. So Shea Miller will now step into the box. His bat here. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Walked in the 1st inning and then flew out to center in the 2nd. Bats here in the 4th as that one will bounce in the dirt. Ball 1. Still Brant Jensen on the mound for Stanberry as he took over in the 2nd inning. One out to Miller, low, ball 2. Two out to Miller. In there, strike 1. Another bender. Got that one to clip the zone. And the 2-1. Be fouled straight back into the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Shea Miller.
Kind of like the last time these two teams played, the second pitcher that has come in for the Bulldogs has kind of settled things down a little bit. And Jensen has done that here over 2+ innings.
2-2 to Miller. Going to be lined back up the middle, hit off the mound, and it's going to get into center field for a leadoff single there by Miller. Nice job to wait for that curveball and hit it right back up the middle.
Yeah, that one hit right back, returned to center, right back up the middle. Hit off the mound, then off the back end of the second base bag into center field.
Now I'll bring up Jay Anthony the bat. He is 1 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored, doubled, and then reached on an error, and he's getting around to score both times. Bats here with nobody out. Runner on first. This is going to be lined to short. Shortstop picks up, throws over to second base. Throw over to first base, not going to be in time, as not sure the throw is going to be in there anyway, but something we don't see a lot. Left-handed second baseman. Kind of slowed down the throw a little bit there as he had to turn his body.
Well, and Smith kind of didn't really throw the ball, kind of more like, I would say almost, well, with district track going on, almost shot-putted it to second base.
That'll make him Carter Danner to bat. So Miller was out trying to go to second base, and now Anthony on first. They check him, but he dives back in safely. Danner is 1 for 2 on the day. 1 for 1. He walked in the 1st inning and scored and then singled in the 2nd. First pitch to him here. Anthony going with the pitch. Hit and run. Hit the shortstop, and again, Smithson can't field it cleanly. And Danner will be on first base safely.
It's going to count as an error against Smithson, but that was going to be a heck of a play he was going to have to try and make. He tried to go for the backhand, just unable to corral it as it bounced away. Unlike what Jay Anthony was able to do earlier in the game, where he was able to backhand and make that quick throw over.
And with Anthony going, there wasn't going to be a play at second base, so had to get it at first and just couldn't quite do it. John Ridney now to bat, 1 for 2 on the day. That one's misses, ball 1. Ridney is 1 for 2 on the day, as I said, with a single and 2 RBIs. Got that 2 RBI single in the 1st inning. 1-0 to Rigney. Going to be swung on a miss. Strike one. Had him out in front of that curveball. Anthony on second. Danner on first. Rigney at the plate. 1-1 to Rigney. Fouled off into the netting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Simmerman will walk this ball back to his pitcher and kind of say something real quick to him and walk back to the plate.
Maybe kind of settle him down, maybe spend a little bit more time worrying about the batter than the runners on second.
1-2 to Rigney. Will come in and hit him, and the runners will advance and load the bases. Off-speed pitch there, so Rigney's all right.
Second time that Jensen has hit a batter today.
That'll bring Ricardo Kopp to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Reached base safely on a fielder's choice in the first inning. He bats here with the bases loaded. Swung on a missed. It's Anthony on third, Danner on second, and Rigney on first. Oh, 1 pitch here from Jensen. No, they're going to throw to second. Throw gets by the second baseman and will go into center field, and all the runners will advance.
Yeah, that's a play there for Brant Jensen. You just don't make it. Throwing to the first base side of second with the second baseman covering. It gets away. We had that instance that happened earlier. Bulldogs were able to keep it in front. But again, that's one where you're letting a base runner score there if it gets by, and that's one where you just kind of have to hold that.
So now 11-3 ball game. Runners on second and third now for Kopp. Still 0-1. Swung on a missed. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now for Ricardo.
Yeah, got him chasing 1 outside on that pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Warriors leading by 8. Clips the inside part of the plate. Strike 3 looking. Ricardo Kopp sat down on strikes. And that'll bring Caden Smith to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in the first inning and then was hit by a pitch in the third. First pitch to Smith. Outside, ball 1. Still 2 runners on. Warriors leading by 8. And Smith steps back into the box. His team leading by 8.
2 runners in scoring position to tack on to their lead.
And this will hit off the inside part of the bat for a foul ball. I thought for a second it might have hit his hands, which of course are, the hands are part of the bat, so, but I don't think it did because he didn't really react in any way, so it must have just been kind of the inside part of the bat.
And Smith has already been hit in that wrist area in his last at bat.
1-1 to Smith, swung on a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Caden Smith, the DH. Batting in place of the pitcher, William Fish.
Not for saying you should be cheating, but that's one where you got to act like you were hit.
1-2 to Smith. Fouled off on the first base side. Count remains 1-2. So Smith will step back into the box here. 2 runners still in scoring position here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch to Smith. Went for that bender again, but stayed high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two to Smith. Inside, ball 3. Counts full.
Jensen has kind of lost Smith here a bit. This is at bat and has allowed the count to go full, and an opportunity again for the Warriors to load the bases here this inning.
Top of the order coming up. Big pitch here for Jensen. Outside, ball 4. Caden Smith works a walk, and that will load the bases.
And with that, you have Dalton Worrell coming to the plate, a home run shy of the cycle, which could end the ball game.
Boy, we'd have to play the 5th.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I forgot that the
It would put us-
Bulldogs scored 3 runs in the top half.
Yes. This is going to be hit hard into right field. Right fielder going back will hop off the fence. That will score 1. Rigney will score as well. And it is Smith also getting the wave around third. Another triple there for Dalton Worrell. A bases clearing triple. Warriors lead 14-3. One hopper off the wall there scores 3 more for the Warriors, and we get above that 10-run threshold here in the bottom of the 4th.
1 run, or 1 base shy of the cycle there for Dalton.
Yeah.
Couldn't turn it into a Little League home run.
I'll bring up Landon Hawkins. Bat swung on and popped up in the infield. It is Smithson coming in on, and he will make the catch for out number 3. But the Warriors now lead 14-3 as we go to the 5th inning. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
And welcome back to Class 1 District 15 baseball here on Albany TV as we get started with the top half of the 5th inning. Warriors ahead by 11 can set down the Bulldogs here and clinch their ticket to the semifinal round game tomorrow night here at 5 o'clock against the number 2 seed Gilman City. It'll be the top half of the order coming up for the Bulldogs. Brant Jensen, Sam Simbro, and Vincent Smithson. Fish had a rough inning last inning as he gave up 3 runs off of 2 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter. 1 walk as this one popped up. Foul territory behind home plate, and it is going to bounce out of play foul. A dangerous one as it kind of hit right off the top of the netting.
Yeah, that's quite the angle to get that, and it was going to land just inside or just outside of the netting, but like you said, it hit the top and kind of sent it out a little farther.
The 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled off down the third base side for strike 2. Jensen so far 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. And now the 0-2 home here from William Fish to Brant Jensen. Inside for ball 1.
Stanberry needing to score at least 2 runs here to extend their season.
Fish and Worrell had a little trouble figuring out what pitch. They finally found one. This one inside, but it's going to be fouled down the third base side, and Danner just picks it up before it looked like it was starting to roll back towards fair territory. Danner able to pick it up in foul territory. Now the 1-2 home. Upstairs for ball 2. Count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. And winner of this game will play tomorrow against Gilman City at 5 o'clock. Our next game coming up will be between Number 4 seed Princeton, number 5 seed Grundy County. This one's hit into center field. It'll drop in front of Barrett Worrell. It'll be a leadoff single here for the Bulldogs and Brant Jansen.
Nice hit by Jensen there. Nice sound off the bat. Line that one hard into center field. He gets a leadoff single here as, again, Bulldogs trying to mount a rally here in the 5th inning.
Cimbro 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Throw over to first, back in safely is Jensen. Top half of the 5th inning, Warriors ahead by 11, 14-3. Next one will miss upstairs. Ball 1 here to Cimbro. 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs again. So from the end of the 1st through the start of the 4th, William Fish had retired 7 straight Bulldogs. But of late has really had some troubles. This one gets pied, the second baseman Hawkins. And it will be back-to-back singles given up here by Fish. Puts runners on first and second, nobody out. And Vincent Smithson, the senior second baseman, well now senior shortstop, will come up to bat.
Smithson laid down a sacrifice bunt last time up.
He's 0 for 1 with that bunt and then a walk in his 2 plate appearances. This one looked at for strike 1. Now the 0-1 home from Fish is going to be popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule in effect as Fish able to put it away for out number 1. And I'll bring up now Braden Dias. He started out the game on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI, a single, and a run scored.
He got the scoring started for Stanberry in the last inning. Pushed across their first run of the game, the RBI single.
This one looked at for strike 1 here to Dias. Fish trying to finish the Bulldogs off here in the 5th inning and allow the rest of the Warrior pitchers rest and have everybody available for tomorrow. This one swung on a miss for strike 2. Oh, 2 count here to Dias with 1 out, runners on second and first. Fish will step off, fakes the throw to second. Jensen back in safely. The 0-2 is going to be hit hard into center field. Barrett Worrell drifting back, catches it, and not tagging that time is Jensen. And now 2 outs, runners stay at first and second.
Nice job by Barrett Worrell there. Pretty good hit there by Dias. Hung up in the air a long time and just gave him enough time to kind of roam underneath that one and make the catch for out number 2.
That'll bring up Quinn Jensen, 0 for 2 on the day. Got on base due to an error. Has scored an RBI and a run. He'll come up to bat as the final out, possibly here for the Bulldogs season. This one, a chopper toward short. Jay Anthony picks it up, throw over to first base. Is going to pull Miller off the bag. So now bases are loaded here for the Bulldogs, with Luke Phipps, 1 for 2 on the day, coming up to bat here for the Bulldogs. First one misses for ball 1. Oh, 1 pitch here to Phipps. 1-0 is swung back and tipped back for strike 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike.
First pitch for Fish was out of the stretch. Now he's in the windup. Just looking at the third baseman, or runner on third, just a little bit too much. So good idea to go from the windup here.
Now the 1-1 here to Luke Phipps. Misses high. Count moves 2 balls and a strike. Again, the Bulldogs need the runner from second to score to keep this game going. As the 2-1 pitch misses low for ball 3. The runner on first, Brant Jensen. Sam Simbro on second, Quinn Jensen on first. 3-1 pitch. A chopper towards short. Anthony picks it up. Again, the throw to first base. This time, Miller able to keep his foot on the bag for out number 3, and that is going to do it for the ball game. 14-3, Warriors come away with the victory. They'll move on to take on Gilman City tomorrow. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV, a proud member of the Misha Radio Network.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Class 1 District 15 baseball here from Princeton. Remember, tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank here for good. It's a 14-3 win in favor of the Warriors tonight as they end the Stanberry Bulldogs season, as the Warriors will move on to take on Gilman City again tomorrow night here in Princeton at 5 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game here, starting with the Bulldogs offensively. Brant Jensen today goes 1 for 3 on the day. Sam Simbro 1 for 2 on the day. Also got on base due to a walk. He scored a run. Vincent Smithson 0 for 2 on the day. Braden Dias 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Quinn Jensen 0 for 3 on the day. 1 run scored, 1 RBI. Luke Phipps 1 for 3 on the day. Xander Heide 0 for 2. Connor Kehoe 0 for 1 on the day. Lucian Simmerman 0 for 2. William Fish, winning pitcher of record for the Warriors. He goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs, 2 earned off of 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. Offensively today for the Warriors, Dalton Worrell goes 4 for 4 on the day, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Landon Hawkins 0 for 2 on the day, did get on base due to 2 walks. He scores 2 runs. Barrett Worrell 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Shea Miller 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Jay Anthony 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored, as he was also able to get on base due to an error and a fielder's choice today. Carter Danner 1 for 2 on the day, 2 runs scored. John Rigney 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Ricardo Kampf 0 for 3 on the day. Caden Smith 0 for 1 on the day, was able to get on base due to a hit by pitch and walk. He scores 2 runs on the day for the Warriors. Losing pitcher of record was the starter, Braden Dias. He goes 1+ innings, gives up 8 runs, 7 earned, 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Brant Jansen, relief, goes 3 innings, gives up 6 runs, 3 earned off of 5 hits, 1 walk, 2 hit batters, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, it was a good game for the Warriors. They had previously run-rolled Stanberry earlier in the season, and nice job doing it again. That just means that really you didn't underestimate them. You took care of business. They did have that rough stretch there in the third, or I think it was the 4th inning, where they kind of, I guess, fell asleep would be the right term. Kind of just didn't really have a great inning there, but able to plate some runs across, enough runs to get the deficit that Stanberry was facing to 11. And now they're going to face a Gilman City team that they were supposed to play earlier in the season, but due to weather didn't play them. So don't really have a whole lot of information on them other than the fact that they have a solid record, and obviously they were higher seed than Albany, but got to come right back tomorrow and play again.
And again, let's go and give today our Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North player of the game. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany has all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And really kind of know just no choice here other than Dalton Worrell. He goes 4 for 4 on the day, 2 triples, a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and 4 RBIs. He is today's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game.
Yeah, it was a good game for Dalton. He really loaded the stat sheet up. Had 3 legs of the cycle and hit 2 triples, and then had the 4 RBIs as well. So good day for him. A lot of the Warriors kind of stuffed the stat sheet a little bit, but he really sticks out as getting on base due to a base hit every time, and then that 3 RBI triple really pushed him over the top. So good game for him, good game for the Warriors, and we'll see what they can do tomorrow against Gilman City.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Main Street Albany, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Print Renew Shop are located in Albany. We'll be back in just a little bit here with the second game of the night. The 4th-seeded Princeton Tigers will take on the number 5th-seeded Grundy County with Newtown Harrison Tri-County when we come back in just a little bit here on Albany TV.